kicks set, where them hands, where them holes, where them throws, you know what I'm saying? Cecil.
This is why I train in martial arts.
I'm not even going to bother with fair using this footage because every time I try to fair use something that I should be able to use from a UFC fight, I have to go through copyright strike drama. Okay? Which is ironic because if I'm using it for commentary and educational purposes, in a martial arts context, and it's a martial arts competition, that right there should be the epitome of fair use, but it's not. So I would just put a link to the video that I'm talking about and hope it stays up. And then if this video gets any traction in the future, then I'll just have to get a partner and reenact this. But this is what I'm talking about. The video that I'm going to link to below is going to show you what I call Taekwondo ground fighting. I mean, people have been doing this for years. We don't allow you to do it in contests because, like I've been saying, it has dire results. And then when you look in these matches that are from a couple of UFC bouts, you will see the dire results that it has. It's so bad that you can hear the crunch and the crack. And I'm thinking that whoever got hit by those kicks are probably going to be, they probably will at least go to the hospital for a day or two, if not more. What I'm talking about is, if you're on the ground, this is what we used to do back in the day, right? The rule was, when you're sparring, right, things happen, you fall on the ground, you start kicking, right? Kick them off you, right? Kick at them. That's what you start doing. So start bicycling. That's one thing to do. Another thing to do, and these are two precise kicks that I've usually seen people indicate, but nobody would actually ever strike someone like this in class because we're not trying to kill them. But everybody knows that you could do this. But in case you know, this right here, I'm going to pretend that this is a person that is attacking me. And what we're also going to do is we're going to annoy my wife because she's going to be mad that I'm using the furniture in the house as a punching dummy or kicking dummy for a YouTube video. But hey, I can do this because I own the house. You may not be able to do this if you don't. So, you see this? See how I'm on the ground, right? I'm on the ground. What am I doing with my leg? I'm doing what we call an X kick. Another kick I can do, what am I doing? I'm stomping, okay? I'm stomping. Okay? Towards the camera. X kick. Stomp kick, right? As I was always taught, whatever kick I can do from standing, whatever kick I can do standing up, I can do if I fall on the ground and I have to defend myself. Okay? So, what you're also going to see in the video that I'm linking to below, or what you should have seen, is the reason why when I do what I call Cecil reuse sparring, where I allow punches, kicks, throws, and pins in class, why I do not like for you to use striking on the ground unless you're super experienced. I like to have Judo Newaza rules for the ground, Taekwondo sport rules for standing up, and Judo sport rules for grappling standing up. Now, the only difficulty that can come in is somebody can strike you or kick you before you're able to get the throw off. But since most people that do what I'm talking about in my classes, they've got some exposure in both, they know enough blocking to where if they really want to try to go in for a throw, they know enough blocking where they can work their way through, parry, counter, evade the strikes that are coming in to get close enough to be able to pull off their throw. Okay? But a lot of times what ends up happening is people after a while just feel more comfortable striking and using their legs. So if they're a really good kicker, they're going to play the game where they keep people at a distance with their kicks. So go look at this video from the standpoint of, these are how I can use my kicks on the ground. Even though it's not from Taekwondo, it's from UFC matches. This is how I can use my kicks on the ground. Okay. This actually, what they do here, this is what a lot of people have been telling you, that why they prefer, or why they probably, this is why I think a lot of people may have let sport grappling knowledge fall out of favor. Because if you're really talking about self-defense, if somebody's trying to jump on top of you, the easiest thing in the world to do is just kick them in their face or their head, or punch them in their face or their head, or just throw them off you. Like if they're coming at you and you can do Tomoe Nage to just keep them wheeling over you, just do that instead of trying to engage them on the ground. Now, where the sport judo grappling does come in favor, for me, is if it's a civilian context and you're being attacked by somebody that you really don't want to hurt. If you really don't want to hurt them, but they're really trying to hurt you for real, work your pin. Work your joint lock. I mean, really, because the pins and stuff like that, and the joint locks and the controls that people have on the ground, that's really more for police officers trying to arrest people. Civilians trying to defend themselves against another civilian, or if you're in wartime, you don't necessarily want to go into a pin. And interesting enough, whether you know this or not, I have to find the book that I saw this in. They said that pins were initially, no, I'm not going to say what they said they were for. Go look in the judo book. It's a blue-colored softback judo book that tells you the initial purpose for pins. I just realized I'm not going to put this up here because some child may try it. But there was an initial lethal purpose for pins that, because the environment has changed and we're no longer in that type of environment where those techniques were quote-unquote invented, pins now are just for restraining someone that you don't want to hurt, in my opinion, if you use them for real. So, watch the other video I'll put below this, and if you have any thoughts or comments, put them below. Now you can see in something that more, let's say the world, for lack of a better term, will validate more than they tend to Taekwondo. Now you see what I'm talking about when I tell you that Taekwondo ground fighting is actually more lethal than what we tend to think of as ground fighting, and why I don't allow you to kick at each other while you're on the ground. I want you to do the sport judo version of ground fighting first, so that you have something you can use where if you fall on the ground, you don't have to hurt the person. Now, if you got to hurt the person, you got to hurt the person. Or if you think they may have a knife, you probably just need to keep kicking because your legs are longer than their arms, so they can't stab you or tase you if they have a taser. But other than that, learning a variety of techniques gives you a variety of responses to a variety of situations. And on that note, thanks for watching this video, and watch that other video too. Like, comment, and subscribe. Please share this with people that like to talk about the martial arts. And peace. And thank you for your time, as always. Stay safe. Stay healthy.
Where them kicks at? Where them hands? Where them holes? Where them throws? You know what I'm saying? Cecil.